Measure what matters. My bot is focusing on measuring my productivity, stuff like creation, ideation, management, and consumption. Because for me, that is productivity. But I feel like I can also manage one more metric that also has a huge impact on my well-being and how I feel about myself on any given day, and that is how I manage my dopamine levels throughout the day, because that has a huge impact and it has a huge correlation on whether I have a good day or not. So on the days where I don't manage my dopamine level well and I consume a lot of cheap dopamine stuff like mostly social media, but like when it's a bigger part of my day is usually way worse. And when I don't consume and don't get any cheap dopamine throughout the day, like when I just don't spend much time on my phone, when I have phoneless mornings and phoneless evenings, then my day is way better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more metric to my bot that is going to ask me how well I'm managing my dopamine levels. And I feel like that's a good analogy between a famous experiment. I think Jordan Peterson talked about it once, where mice were put into like a device that was measuring the force with which they're kind of moving and pulling, and they tested how they react to the smell of cheese and the smell of a cat. And in case, like when mice smelled, or rats, was it rats? I think it was rats. And when rats smelled cheese, they pulled with like an X force, like with a certain amount of force. But when they smelled a cat, they pulled like with a double of the force that like, compared to cheese, right? So it kind of says that rats are more motivated by cats rather than cheese. And I feel like my Telegram bot is measuring cheese right now, and dopamine levels is kind of the cat. So I want to keep my dopamine levels down, and that would be my cat. I want to avoid that, avoid overdosing my brain with dopamine. And yeah, I'm just gonna add one more metric and add a cat to my measuring system, and hopefully that will improve my it will help me measure what matters. That's it. See you tomorrow.